Since Arya doesn't have any power agenda, Littlefinger fears her as a threat. She doesn't care about wealth and power, and it's difficult for him to manipulate such kinds of people.
Can I be Lord of the Holdfast?
You will marry a High Lord and rule this castle. And your sons shall be knights and princes and lords.
No. That's not me.
So he uses a letter which he retrieved from the archives to pit Arya against her big sister.
There was a letter from Sansa.
From the Queen, you mean?
A letter which Sansa wrote to Robb about their father. And here it goes. Robb, I write to you with a heavy heart. Our good King Robert is dead, killed from wounds he took in a boar hunt. Father has been charged with treason. He conspired with Robert's brothers against my beloved Joffrey and tried to steal his throne. The Lannisters are treating me very well and providing me with every comfort. I beg you, come to King's Landing, swear fealty to King Joffrey, and prevent any strife between the great houses of Lannister and Stark. This is the letter which Sansa sent to her brother when she was in King's Landing. Littlefinger hopes this would create a rift between the Stark sisters. He doesn't tell anything directly to Arya, but he makes sure that she sees him with the letter, then hides it in his room to find it, and it reportedly works too. Because of this letter, Arya doubts Sansa whether she supports Jon, and then she accuses Sansa of wanting to be the true leader in the North. If you think Cersei is done with the Tyrells, then you're wrong. The Lannister army is going to wreck the Tyrells. Olenna reportedly commits suicide in this season. The claim is that this happens during the time when the Lannister army sacks Highgarden. According to the leaked plot, Lady Olenna will admit to poisoning Joffrey's drink. She will confess her murder to Jaime, and he will allow her to drink the poison. Jaime manages to capture the Highgarden, but his success doesn't last long. Dany and the Dothraki ambush the Lannisters on their way back from Highgarden to King's Landing. Both Jaime and Bronn are present there. Despite the Lannister army having a giant anti-dragon spear gun designed by their maester, they are defeated. Bronn saves Jaime from a dragon, and the two manage to escape. Jon isn't involved in the attack. He remains at Dragonstone during this battle. In Episode 6, Jon leads a small force, himself, with the members of the Brotherhood, the Hound, Tormund, Jorah, to capture a White. The team is attacked by the Night King's army, including a White and a polar bear. They are surrounded on an island on a frozen lake, and they are nearly overcome when Dany and her dragon show up. She flies most of the team back to Eastwatch, but Jon is left behind. He carries on fighting long after the others have escaped the Horde. He is almost killed, but Benjen Stark arrives and sends him off on his horse, while continuing to fight the Horde. Jon watches Benjen being swarmed by undead as he rides half dead to safety. However, the team manages to capture a White amid the chaos. The Night's King also kills one of Dany's dragons during this battle, and he raises the dragon as his mount at the end of Episode 6. In Episode 7, Dany and Jon bring the undead to King's Landing. They have a temporary truce with the Lannisters for this meeting. With everyone present at the Dragon Pit, they demonstrate the reality of the White Walkers. The Hound chops up the White, but it keeps moving. Jon shows them that the only way to kill it is with a dragon glass or with fire. After seeing the White, Cersei realizes that all the stories of her youth are true, and it scares the hell out of her. She agrees to unite their armies against the White Walkers. Euron is also present there, and he reacts to the White in a typical way. He asks, "Can they swim?" Jon replies, "No." "Good. I'm going back to the Pike then," said Euron. Dany and Jon are expecting several thousand of Lannister's soldiers to march north as they go with the Unsullied to the Eastwatch. But at the last moment, Cersei betrays them and doesn't send the troops so that the White Walkers will take care of her enemies. And when she admits to Jaime she was lying, he gets mad and leaves her. He rides north to join the armies. Jaime literally gives up everything. He's no longer wearing the Lannister uniform. He's no longer commanding any army or representing his house. He's now dressed like a sellsword in the manner of Bronn. He looks at the high towers of Redkeep. He looks forward, never looking back, and starts riding north on the King's Road. With the help of Sam, Jorah gets his grayscale cured and reunites with Dany at Dragonstone. There is a scene in which Jon offers Longclaw to Jorah, but he refuses. If you're a bit confused why Jon offers his sword, well, Longclaw is the ancestral Valyrian steel sword of House Mormont, and he is the son of his former Lord Commander, whom Jon respected a lot. At the end of Episode 7, the Night's King attacks the Wall with his reanimated dragon, who now breathes blue flames, and the Wall falls down, while Jon and Dany are on a boat headed north. The Wall coming down at the end of Season 7 is inevitable, and it totally makes sense. So I guess Season 8 will be completely focused on the Great War for